So European competitions, how well you've done in those, and we'll start with Liverpool. Actually, before we start, just quick on the tiers: S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. S tier, of course, quickly world class. A tier, all right. You guys know how this works, okay? S, you're the best. A, you've been good. B tier, sorry, A tier, you've been very good. B tier, you've been good. C tier, you've been average. D tier, you've been bad. Okay, it's 2023. We know how tier lists work. I don't even know why I'm trying to explain this. Lindelof, I'm sorry, Lindelof, Liverpool. Liverpool, how good have they been so far this season? Probably should ask how bad they've been so far this season. I'm going to put Liverpool on the D tier. You're talking about expectations for a team. When you're talking about quality within the team, quality of the manager, sure, you can point out to injuries. But in the last, what, 10 games, they've lost 4. They currently sit, let me open up the Premier League table. Liverpool currently sit literally bang 10th in the league. Yes, they managed to make it past the round of 16 of the Champions League, but not without, first of all, a lot of turmoil. It's really a shame because even from my prediction, I predicted Liverpool to finish second and to be one of the best teams in the Champions League, and they've just underperformed. It made me look like a right prat. They finished second, but the other 2 teams in the group was Ajax and Rangers. Ajax have not been good at all this season, and neither have Rangers. So Rangers were the worst team in the competition. D tier. They've been all right in Europe, but in the league, they've performed so bad that I don't even think making it to the round of 16 in the Champions League saves them. Feyenoord, I think I'm gonna put Feyenoord here. They've done very well to be at the top of the Eredivisie. So they're in the Europa League. Let me just see where they are in the Europa League quickly. I don't want to be saying something wrong. Feyenoord, they finished. Which group were they in? Come on. Yeah, they finished top of their group. They're the top of the Eredivisie. They've been playing good football. A tier for me for Feyenoord. Worst drop off since Chelsea under Mourinho winning the league and finishing 10th next season. Yeah, but even with that drop off, what Abramovich was able to do the next season when he bought in Conte, and they won the league straight away. I'm not sure that's going to happen with Liverpool. I don't think we're looking at Liverpool and at their transfer policies and etc. and their the last few transfers they've made, and they were looking and were saying, you know what, this team may if they do this and that next season, maybe they can win the league. Hopefully I'm wrong, because Liverpool, a lot of those players, if they came back from injury, Luis Diaz, Jota, etc., Konate, I think he's injured right now. So, it's not like Liverpool don't have a chance next season. It's just, if I took it, this is just purely on this season and how they performed this season. D tier team. D tier. Arsenal. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you thinking about it? Arsenal have been one of the best teams so far this season. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but I've got to show them love, man. I have to show them love. I have to. It's not easy. Believe me, bro. It's not easy. But it was talking about a team who finished 8th, and 5th last season, bottle top 4. But all throughout that time, you could pick out the few things that Arteta was trying to build within this team. You could pick out those things. And this season, they've just been the most consistent team in the Premier League. It's consistency after consistency. Even in the last month, beating United to secure that gap between themselves and City. SC, man. I only have sorry good things to say about Arsenal, about Edu, about Arteta, about the players Saka, Odegaard, Xhaka, Partey, etc. Amazing team so far this season. Sporting, come on now. Come on now. I added a few teams from different leagues, not just the top 5 or just the Premier League, because I wanted to actually make this a bit interesting. Just talking about the Premier League all the time or just the top 5 leagues in Europe, it gets a bit boring. But Sporting, pardon me, Champions League, they were alright at times. I think they played well, but isn't the league where Sporting drop in my consideration. You're in the Portuguese league, the Primeira Liga, which isn't a very competitive league at all. It's usually Benfica, Porto, and Sporting running the show, and you still manage to somehow finish 4th. You still manage to somehow not even be able to do the bare minimum of the top 3 in this league. They've struggled in the league. Champions League, they were alright, yeah, but they still finished 3rd in their group, so I'm not going to put them at D tier, but I'm going to put him at C. I think that at times how they performed in the Champions League. Nah, bro. I'm sorry, Sporting. We should have kept Odegaard over Ceballos. Would have been a Modric replacement. I don't know about Modric replacement, but I get what you mean. I've been watching Odegaard since the 2015 season when he made his debut in the last game of the La Liga. He came on for Cristiano Ronaldo. I remember that game. I remember that moment. So yeah, I've been watching Odegaard for a minute now, so I know what you mean. Sporting have overachieved relative to their spending since Amorim has taken over, pretty dominant domestically until this season. Yeah, they were very good last season, but this season, I won't put them at D. I'll put them at C. Not D. C. I think that D, they still have a they can still finish within the top 3 in the Primeira Liga, and they can go out there and do something in the Europa League. So C tier. And yeah, C tier. Newcastle, A, bro. Actually, no, not A. I'll put them at B. They've been good this season. I can't put Newcastle at B, at A, compared to a team that is literally 1st place in the league. I think that's a bit disrespectful to Feyenoord. I'll put Newcastle at B, but they could right well be here. I remember last season, I think it was around this time, it was like in October, November. Amorim's biggest signing was 13 million euros. Yeah, they done well. But it's on Newcastle again. Last season, there was a period where there were talks of Newcastle being relegated. How do you go from possibly being relegated to the next season you're in the top 4 contending for the 3rd place? Like giving teams like United, City, giving teams like United a run for their money, like genuinely. I do want to put Newcastle here, but for now, I'll put him there. I think it's a bit disrespectful compared to Feyenoord, the team that's 1st place, like technically, like genuinely 1st place in their league. So, B tier for them will serve them now. Roma, see, another team who's not been that good domestically. They've not been terrible, but they've not been good either to their standard. They've been alright in Europe. Let me just double check where they finished. I think it was Europa League where they went. Let's just open up Roma 1 second. At the moment they finished, they sit 3rd in the league. They finished 2nd in the Europa League. Yeah. C tier. Actually, but then that's the thing. I have to put them at least a bit above Sporting. Sporting's going down, man. Oh, it's hard. How do I place these? Romans were a lock for top 4 based on general predictions. Napoli just came out of nowhere. Yeah, I know. We'll get into Napoli in a second. Okay, I'll do this. F it. Bang. Bang. Criticize me, eh? Criticize me. I think that's alright. Sporting should be like a C minus. Yeah, that's the thing. I should have added a C minus and a C plus. Because I think Roma is a C tier. I don't think they're B tier, but I also think they've been slightly better than Sporting this season. But hey, Chelsea, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? The amount of money this team spent. The fact that they had Tuchel at the beginning of the season. Did the whole transfer window, the transfer window before, to please Tuchel, and then just sacked him. And now you sit, where is it, 9th, 8th in the table? That is shocking for Chelsea, that is. What did they say on the table? 9th. Crazy. Again, Champions League, they did alright, I guess. But look at their group, man. Lost to Dinamo. Come on. Chelsea fans, no disrespect, but your team is in the same tier as Liverpool, man. Deserve to be there. 9th place? 9th place? Mid-table? Come on. Let's be serious. PSV, another team here. I think they are top 3 in the Eredivisie. I don't want to be wrong. I think last time I checked, they were 3rd. They also did well in the Europa League. Sorry. Yeah, they finished 2nd in the group in the Europa League. And the league, they still have a chance to finish in the top 3. They don't know. B tier. They've been in and around the same tier as Roma, if you want. It would be the most Chelsea thing to win the Champions League. If Chelsea win the Champions League, bro, I think I'll need to, you know, do a little timeout on football for a little bit. If Chelsea win the Champions League, I'm done, man. Oh, sorry. Dortmund. I'm going to put Dortmund at C, but realistically, Dortmund should be in the same tier as Liverpool and Chelsea. And it's not even just about this season, just Dortmund annoy me as a club. So much talent comes through this team. So much talent. And they like, rarely ever, like, genuinely compete for the league. Look at the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years, you can probably point out 2 or 3 seasons where Dortmund, like, realistically had a chance at the title. Actually, no. I'll keep them at D. I'll keep Dortmund at D. They're actually a big club in terms of their fan base in Germany. Massive fan base, always having talent in and out of the team, but can never do anything meaningful with that talent. 3rd place, bro. Three points away from Bayern Munich. Okay. C tier. Okay, I'll do it, B tier. That little rant about Dortmund wasn't really on how bad they've been this season. Just as a club, I just feel like every time Dortmund had the chance to do something special on the players that they have, they had Bellingham, Haaland, and Sancho in their team. Bro, this team really annoy me. But yeah, B tier so far this season. They can be so good, but they always underperform. Tottenham, sorry. Yeah, C tier. Did finish 1st place in their group, but they finished 1st place in the Champions League group. They've not been that good so far in the league, but they still have a chance at top four, and they still have a chance in the They don't have a chance in the Champions League, but at least they have a chance in the Champions League to make it to another 16. So putting him in the same category as Sporting, I think, would be a bit disrespectful. Inter Milan, not. I think they're high B tier. I think they're kind of a B plus. Dortmund do this, they'll have a great attack in midfield but trash defense. Then they'll sell their great forwards and midfielders to buy great defenders, then have rubbish forwards and midfielders. Yeah, it's like they don't plan to actually win things. It's impressive. It's actually impressive. Sorry. I have a bit of a cold, my bad. Yeah, that's why this team annoys me, man. Have potential, but also underperform. Yeah, just back on Napoli, I think they have to be on a B plus somewhere. They held their own quite well against Barcelona in the Champions League. I thought that at times they could have beat Bayern Munich. Their football hasn't been the most positive football so far in Europe, but at the same time, putting them anywhere outside of this anywhere like lower than this would be disrespectful. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll keep Arsenal there. I'll bump Feyenoord up one. I'll bump Inter up one. I think that looks slightly better. I don't know if Feyenoord and Arsenal should be in the same tier, just based on difficulty of the league. But at the same time, Feyenoord have pretty much from where they've been in the last 2 seasons to then just now being at the top of the league, they deserve S tier. Inter Milan deserve A tier. They don't deserve to be on the B tier. They're better than B. So yeah, I think that looks slightly better. Juve D. If Liverpool and Chelsea are D, I should have created another tier, an E tier for Juventus, man. Shocking this season. Kind of disrespectful actually for Chelsea and Liverpool to be in the same tier as Juventus. Shocking team. Shocking club, shocking management, shocking board. Everything about Juventus right now just stinks. D tier for Juventus. They also completely dominated Liverpool in their first leg last season. Just could finish to save their lives. Just couldn't finish, sorry, to save their lives. I think that's what you meant, Madrista. Yeah. Inter Milan deserves to be on this A tier. Juventus, D. Juve won 7 games in a row, then lost 5-1 to Napoli. Worst club. But at the same time, look at the teams they beat in that 7 games run. PSG, so far this season, PSG will always run away with the league. That's why when they don't win the league, it's like frontier news. Right now, sit quite comfortably on top of Ligue 1, as they should. In the Champions League, I don't think they've been as convincing, just because they drew to Benfica twice, and the team with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe should be winning every possible game during the season. But yeah, PSG, hey, I won't put them at S because I think they've had a few hiccups this season, especially in the Champions League. But PSG will top the group of A. Again, putting Newcastle and PSG in the same tier is a little bit disgusting. Salernitana, Monza, these guys were playing against F1 racetracks. Sorry, what do you mean by that, Madrista? Pardon me. Oh, sorry. Just put this here. Okay, so yeah, PSG. Oh, okay. It's a racetrack. Okay, bro. It's kind of hard to rank PSG, to be honest, because part of me still wants to rank them within the S tier. But realistically, I mean, if we're being honest, if we're keeping a buck, go on. S tier. Benfica. 1 point during the season, Benfica went on a crazy unbeaten run. Top of the Primeira Liga, did well in the Champions League. We'll see how impactful it was to sell Enzo Fernandez. We'll see how that goes, but there's just no way I don't put Benfica on the S tier so far this season. Barcelona, come on, S tier. They've not been... Actually, I'm going to drop Barcelona down a bit, because as good as they have been in the league so far, their Champions League performances have been shocking. Every single game that they did lose was kind of close, especially that first leg. Sorry, that first game against Bayern Munich, where Pedri and Lewandowski just kept missing chances. Yeah, Benfica smashed Juve, definitely fact. So yeah, Barca, I would love to put them on the S tier because of how good they've been in the league so far. Actually, forget it, man. They've been in the Champions League, but they've been excellent in the league. They won the, what was it, the Spanish Cup? I know, was it the Supercopa? I'm not sure. That's it. Yeah, IFA. Sorry, not Juventus. You're right, Madrista. But yeah, Barca, Este, Napoli. Napoli should be the first team on this A tier. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, that was so late. Yeah, it's the Supercopa. Napoli should be the first team on this estate. They've dominated their league. They went head to head against Liverpool. They went head to head against Liverpool and destroyed them like it was nothing in that first game back at the beginning of the season. They just look like they're going from strength to strength. They're playing very positive football, and it looks like it will be their first win of the Scudetto. I don't even remember the last time Napoli won the Serie A. When was the last time they won it? Actually, guys, I think we'll have to do the Arsenal tier list another time. Probably on Sunday when I'm back live. Yeah, they haven't. The last time Napoli won the league was in the 90s. That's mad. So they've not. It's crazy. So this is monumental right now for Napoli. Monumental. Porto, B tier. Back in the Europa League, I think they've been alright in the league to try and keep up with Benfica. I think they're well suited where they are. Atletico Madrid, D tier, man. D tier. One of Atletico's biggest strengths, their defense, has just let them down so far this year. Sorry, Zay. Yeah. Mr. Madristo, yo, you know Woo, bro. I'm gonna make you a mod. I'm gonna make you a mod very soon. Yeah. Madristo, you've been here for the whole hour, bro. You're a moderator. I'll make you a mod. You're a mod of the channel now. You deserve it, bro. We're real supporter. I appreciate the support, bro. For real, for real. But yeah, Atletico Madrid. Yeah. 4th place. Playing some of the most negative football I've ever seen. This team is just a shambles. One of the worst teams to watch. Finished dead last in their group. They deserve to be on this D tier. Real Madrid. I'll put Real Madrid here. I don't think they've been as dominant as the usual Real Madrid teams. So I put them on the A tier. Put them on the A tier. We'll see how the season ends, because hopefully they can still do something special in the Champions League. Madrista. I'm also a Real Madrid fan. I support Real Madrid and Manchester United, and I was born in Lisbon and have massive love for Benfica. So yeah, just to let you know. So yeah, Real Madrid, A tier for now. United. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, what are we doing now? Ten Hag the truth. Ten Hag the truth. What are we doing? United deserve to be on this A tier. You know, they deserve to be on this A tier. Is there a bit of bias on my reasoning? Perhaps. But they still deserve to be on this A tier. AC Milan. C. Actually, I may put AC Milan at D. They've been cones in the league, and even in the Champions League, they weren't that good. So AC Milan, yeah, man, D. That's where they will end up. In the league, they've been horrendous. And if I'm going through the same standard that I've went through for the other teams, the only thing saving Milan right now is that they still have a shot at top 4, and they are in the Champions League round of 16. That's the only reason why they're not in the same tier as the other ones. I shall pop them up once. They still have a chance. A lot of the teams on B tier, the only reason why they're here and not further down is because they at least have a chance. I don't think Sporting have a chance anymore. Maybe to finish third, maybe, but European competitions, they don't have anywhere to go. My guy, Portugal were trash in the World Cup. I know they were trash. I know. I don't support that losing team anyways. I supported Brazil. But I digress. AC Milan, B tier. Ajax. My grandfather was born in Spain, but his half French, half Italian. I legit switched from the dominant Spain side to this current French one. Shameless, but we move. Okay, so AC Milan, yeah, B tier. Ajax, another team on this B tier. And finally, Manchester City. I can't put City on the S tier. All the teams at the top, they're like on their way to winning something. Napoli on the way to winning the Serie A. Arsenal on the way to winning the Premier League. Feyenoord, Eredivisie. PSG, Ligue 1. Benfica, Primera Liga, and Barcelona, La Liga. All of the teams on the S tier are the teams from all the leagues that I chose to put the top teams that I chose to put in this video.